married. I have 4 daughters. I work with 3D for metaverso, VR, some things for games. I like jiu-jitsu, ride bike, and I like bake some cakes to my kids. Maybe that's it. 4 daughters.
Yeah, that is awesome. I love eating cake. Sorry, just a minute. Okay, I always listen to the voice here on YouTube, so I don't know how this happens. But okay, thank you so much, Robert. Maybe one day I can try your cakes. I would like that. And you, Wallace?
Hi guys, I'm Wallace. I live in São Paulo too. I live alone. I have been working with web developer at the last 10 years. I work remotely. I have with my pet little turtle. I have tried improve my skill in English for candidate for others jobs in around the world. Just it.
Incredible. Thank you so much. And I hope you have fun today. And you can also learn, of course. And what about you, Flavio? Can you introduce yourself?
I have the same skills that Wallace. I'm software developer. I'm in TALKNTALK to improve my English to get a remote job. And that's it. I'm 46 years old and I'm married. I'm living in São Paulo.
Oh, everybody
Wallace,
is in São Paulo.
Wallace, I have a group that people that want a remote job. If you want, can participate. Put your number in the chat.
Yes. My LinkedIn. What is?
No, WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. Yes, I put.
Yeah, that's the goal. English and networking. Great great idea, Flavio. So I'm gonna go with question number 2. Okay. So number 2 is, do you have a permanent work routine? If so, describe it to us. Robert, can you talk about this?
Yes. I wake up. I drink a coffee, some cooks, and read some emails and start my tasks. I work today. I work with modeling some objects and buildings to how can I say propaganda, and together with my friend, and I have the other routine is read some tutorials about my tools in my work. That's it. Maybe that's it.
Yeah. So your job is more flexible. You have more tasks that you don't know what you're gonna do every day. Like you discover
Yes.
in that day.
I don't have a boss.
Ah,
I'm a freelancer,
yes.
in this moment. But I don't like this. It's so how can I say indeciso. It's not good when you have kids. But of course, today you have some things using 3D. You have metaverse, VR. Metaverse is very boring for me, but of course, metaverse has a lot of money, and because this I have job and VR too. Some things using VR and Web3 coming. I have a lot of jobs. It's good.
Yeah, I understand. You should go after the money. Sometimes we make sacrifices working with something just because of the money we need, right? It's life. Thank you so much, Robert. And you, Flavio, can you answer number 2?
How I am a member of my team, I am a tech leader, a leader of my team, and in the morning, I always do a daily meeting, that's a meeting that all teamwork is say what didn't didn't do in the yesterday, and if they have some problems, and I help the team members if they need, and that's it. And I always spend about 1 hour studying, and it's my routine. I not leave studying because I think this is important in my career.
Yes. Sometimes we mention only tasks about work, but studying, it's also a kind of job because you are putting effort, you are trying to understand things, you are reading, watching videos. I like it.
No,
I should put.
I consider studying as a part of my work.
Mhm. Yes, I see. And you, Vanessa, can you talk about your study routine or something you want to share?
And how can I say before I did looking for a job in this moment? And now my routine, I study for concurso. I don't know say this, and looking for a job in LinkedIn. But in my last job in research and research laboratory, normally in the day beginning reviewing mails or standard methods and procedures and playing experiments of the day, and conduce scientific literature, research, and hold meetings with supervisors, discuss weekly results, and buy items for research, for realized research. And that's it. But it is not permanent. No, it's depend of the how experiments responds, and we take decisions in relation this. That's it, I think.
Yeah, I could notice one thing, all jobs or most jobs have like meetings. So if you don't like participating in meetings, it's really hard to work nowadays. And you, Wallace, how is it for you?
Uh, uh, how Vanessa say it's not permanent. It depends, but my work routine is normally of professional with working remotely. I wake up. I like student in the morning, in the party morning. I input inside my job is community Discord, called Discord app, is app Discord. I try share for more information in several social medias or community, like Twitter, Reddit, Discord. For student improve my skill in my improve my skill in technology. In the last years, I have tried improve my English with TALKNTALK and reading other articles in English. I have tried write English too. Just improve my English, my conversation English for try other jobs in other countries. Try earning in dollar is very important. Eh, I like walking. Sometime I have walking in the night, but I try uh, keeping uh, equality in my student, in my working, in my family. I try in how can you say final de semana? Weekends.
Weekends.
Weekend.
Weekends, yes, weekends. Yes, in weekends I try not working, not inputting in Twitter, in Instagram, in Discord, in Reddit, for then try escape, keep my mind in my life, my life, more lights. Uh, yeah, I just it is normally my routine. Uh, just it.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. In my case, right now I'm working here on TNT, so I take some classes. I'm the teacher. Actually, I give the classes in the morning. Today I don't have a class early, but I usually have like private conversations. So I start my day talking in English like 7 a.m. in the morning, and I have to make my brain work. I don't know, somehow I can. What else? Usually I have some material to prepare or to review, so usually my routine involves a lot of reading, studying, watching videos so I can listen to other accents, so I can get more and more familiar with the different ways people can speak in English, and also I use LinkedIn a lot so I can make, or at least try to make, new connections, because I believe networking can do a lot for you. So I'm trying to develop this skill and to meet new people. I think that is important. Yeah, so basically LinkedIn, social media that is related to English, and I consume a lot of content related to teaching, related to vocab, to studying, That's my routine nowadays. And let me check the next question. Flavio, can we start number 3?
There are any indispensable habits at the workplace? Do you follow any rituals? Um, How I said in the last question, I only have my weekends. That's my daily with my two work. That's it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip this question because it's so similar to the other one. And we can go to number 4 because it's better. It's a better question. But
Okay.
thank you so much, Flavio. Vanessa, can you read and answer number 4?
Yes. Do you consider flexibility a relevant factor in order to choose a job? Yes, it's very important because some companies is very workaholic and don't respect your particular, I don't know, side, particular side, and you have a problems for this. But in other points, I think in research laboratories, we have most flexibility in comparison pharmaceutical industry, for example. And but in pharmaceutical industry, we have more security in working specifically. But I consider this flexibility is very important for our health mainly, and respect our limits. But we know don't ever possible. We try consider this point, tentando adaptar, adaptar, I don't know say in English, and that's it, I think.
Yeah, I can imagine. You cannot have everything, so you need to choose what is more important to you, and the other things sometimes are left, are not chosen because of the possibilities you have. Can you choose someone to answer the question?
Flavio, can you try?
No, I think always flexibility is a good thing that we can have because the world is changing a lot and we can be flexible with many things. And I think we don't have to see older people because the world is changing many fast. Changing faster. Sorry. That's it.
Yeah, good points. If we stay the same way, it's kind of dangerous, right? You're gonna be the old-fashioned guy, and nobody likes that so much. Robert, what about you?
Yeah, I am a freelancer. I have a lot of flexibility. But I am applying to some companies. Of course, flexibility is a main point. And I like this because I have kids. Sometimes I need to let a doctor with my kids, and I flexibility. It's a very important point when you need a new job or a new freelancer job. That's it.
Yeah, I think that sometimes you have more power to decide if you want a more flexible schedule, or if you are like really needing a job and there is something urgent, sometimes you cannot choose. So you accept a job even though you don't have the ideal conditions, for example. So I would say flexibility can be so important, but also like a plus. If you have like good salary or good, I don't know, some benefits as well, maybe flexibility, in my opinion, would be incredible, but not the main thing, you know, because nowadays everything's so expensive and I think so much about money and maybe
Yeah.
I don't know,
When
just
when
a thought.
you is a freelancer, some clients call for you in the we can you know it's so bad for me. Flexibility is this, but of course I cut this action in my life, you know, but it's happening.
Mhm.
It's
But they need some
important to be
limits.
able to adapt.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, and of course in international jobs you have different holidays. You need to adapt your schedule,
Yeah,
you know.
that is important factor to
Yeah.
consider. Like Flavio and Wallace said, they are interested in remote jobs, so they have to consider the time zones, the holidays, everything.
Yes, I,
Good point.
yes.
You, Wallace, how is it for you?
For me, it's very important for my routine job. It's very relevant. The considered flexibility, because how I work with my mind, there is moments in my day that I have more productivity, or no, other day. Some days I have good, some days I have bad. But I how my father say, o combinado não sai caro. When I get new job, I try to send for my clients on deadline. That when get deadline, I try finish the job. Entregar, how say? Entregar.
Deliver?
Deliver the job. When I work in company, there is the methodology Flavio knows, called Agile Scrum, in 15 15 dias, I try deliver one feature, new feature, or fix job, fix bug. Uh, between time, I you can you can is bad, stay bad, stay good. When you have flexibility in order, you can to do your job in morning better, or or uh, bad. It depends. But for me, flexibility is very important, because I think when I go walking in morning, get my room, my mind is work better for execute my job, deliver my features.
Yeah, I can understand. Sometimes we just need a moment to relax, to rethink our ideas. And if you have this time, it's perfect, right? I get it. So talking about the question number 5, Vanessa, could you read this one and share your opinion?
what job don't leave much room for flexibility? I think who works in hospitals and doctors, I don't know, and nurses, and this works is very hard, this time for the job, né? And it's the not flexibility in the activities, but I think this depends for the contract or time for work, and 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 hours. But I think this area is very hard for never flexibility. In my case, I don't have a possibility for home office work, because this laboratory don't depend only computer, and the experiments should made in security in laboratory. But I think still I try to flexibility my hours of the job. I think it is possible in my area.
I get it. You don't have like flexibility about the location, but you can work some hours as you like. Like you can choose the hours or negotiate at least.
I need. I want.
Yes.
I need.
Yes, I get it.
How can
you.
I? Wallace said, this some moments the mind is poof, and I need to stop one moment and tomar café, and before the
Walking.
Yes, because it don't have a chance.
I do it when my mind is very bagunçado.
Work this hard for stand hours is very dangerous too for in laboratory.
Yeah, it's also, you get tired, your mind gets tired, not only your body, right? I see. And Wallace, how about you? Do you have examples?
For asking, I think when work doesn't is intellectual job, is not, there is no possibility the flexibility workplace when for me I believe that when job is remotely, there is possibly is more flexible, yes. If it depends, because there is sellers can job flexibility, but when you have one contract with the company, can put in contracts that is no possibly is no flexibility job. Is stay very hard for the seller vendedor, yes. But when remotely job is very easy for you manager your time or days you more productivity. Oh no, I think that's it.
Yeah, we talk about flexibility a lot on social media, on LinkedIn, but people act like most people had the chance to work from home, and in reality, we have a lot of stores, a lot of people working in construction, for example. So in this type of jobs, it's
Yeah,
not possible to be flexible, so flexible, right?
how driving job, driving Uber is flexible, is flexible. But when driving bus is no, because you have time for get passageiro. How can you say passageiros?
The passengers.
The passengers.
Yeah.
Aí is not flexible.
Yeah. Excellent points. I haven't thought about it in this way. And you, Hobish, do you have examples about these jobs?
Some jobs in the policy, of course. My wife is a speech therapist in the public hospital. Don't have flexibility, and in pandemic don't have flexibility. It's a hard job. And fireman don't have much flexibility. But maybe these jobs.
It's getting hard to come up with examples, right?
Yeah.
When you are one of the last ones.
Yes, the doctors in the hospital, firemen, some jobs in the policy, because you need to do some investigations, and that's it, maybe.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you so much, Hobish. And Flavio, what about you?
I think that the attendants, when a person working in the bakery or working in the store, and I think that when someone has to attend a person, attend a client, he always to be available, because the companies has your time to attend the clients. For example, if a bakery start your work at 7 o'clock and close at 9 p.m., the persons that work in the bakery that stay there to attend your clients. And I think for example, I had a restaurant when I was younger, and I work a lot. I work at 8 a.m. until 11 p.m. sometimes, and I rest a little. But my father has a factory, a small factory, and he doesn't to be there all time, because he make your advice, your gadgets, and no, the client you only buy for telephone or for the internet. It's more the attends. It's not personal. I think the personal things is more difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine working at a restaurant. I always heard there is a lot of work, and you don't have the the chance to rest so much, because usually you work when people are on vacation, when it's a holiday. So yeah, I can imagine the amount of work.
When I had the restaurant, I always ate stand up, and I eating and attended the clients. I ate in a little, attend the clients. I doing one day. I will eat sit up. It's my dream. I want to eat sit up.
Yes,
But it's a life. This happens.
we have to fight a lot. Oh my gosh. I can only think about it. I hate eating standing, I have to sit because I need to rest, so it must have been really hard for you. So, guys, let's go to the number 6, okay? Would you say flexible workplaces offer more or less challenges to their managers? Wallace, what's your opinion about this question?
My manager.
Could be any manager.
And in the last job, my manager is very flexible for me. I see him in only daily, but because him send for me what I to do in the finishing day. I deliver feature or fix bug, but I was how can I say awaiting
Yes.
yes
Already?
already, yes. Already working with manager is not flexible. I stay today in Microsoft Teams with him to do nothing. But it's depend. But for me is challenging for new managers. But when manager is very productive or open mind, mente aberta, he understand when he send the description of job for professional or freelance or developer, and him they not deliver the job. There is problem. Him have tomar take atitude, how say atitude ou providências. But this is challenge today for manager in Brazil is very problem. But I don't know how say in other countries, but sometimes in Brazil I seen some managers with the problem.
Yes. Some of them don't like it so much, the remote work culture, because they cannot control every single step, and they have like a problem with the new reality, So I was curious to know your opinion, guys. And you, Robert?
Depends. In my last job, my boss is is a amazing person, and it depends when you know how can I give flexibility to your employees, and of course you have a lot of adults working with you, and these persons need to understand. Of course, your boss need to understand you have a life, you know, and some things happen, you know. That's it. But of course, when you is a manager is different. But I don't have a feeling maybe to be a manager. It's very hard. How can I say lidar? I don't know. With persons, it's so hard. It's a big challenge. That's it.
Yes, I'm with you. I don't know if I would like to be a manager. Maybe I'd like the money, but the responsibility, not so much. You, Vanessa?
I think there's no, they are different to management challenge, because in fact, this different challenge, no menos desafios, né? In fact, I think this flexibility can even help to develop the work better for everyone. However, it depends on the manager. I think there are people who prefer to micromanager. I don't say this. Microgerenciamento, micromanager, I think, the activities, but I don't think this is the best strategy to manage a team. And it's the contra against for the flexibility. But it depends of the manager. I don't have a problem with my managers, my leaders, but I know the histories or the other behaviors, different behaviors for the leaders.
Yeah, I feel like some managers can feel like threatened if they don't know everything that's happening, because sometimes you have your employees are better, more qualified than you, and if you are not around, they may notice that you are not so necessary, you know. So I think some of them fear the flexibility, the distance. Because of that, they can be replaced, you know.
Tudo depende da entrega também, né?
Yes.
Tem coisa que é para ontem. Aí não tem como ser flexível, né?
Yeah, good
Mas
point.
tem que fazer o que você falou, é o deadline. Você deu o deadline pro cara,
Sim,
você
eu
entrega
concordo.
o que você tem que entregar.
Yes, you can do at midnight, at 1 a.m. It's your problem, but do the business, right? Deliver your responsibility. Yeah. Flavio, what do you think about this discussion?
In my area, when I have focus in the world, I already had some manager that he always speaking with me in the middle of the day, and this is making me did some mistakes because I lost the focus, and they this disturbs I know they get that disturbs me, and because my work has we have you have to have a lot of focus, and now currently that I am a team leader, I I I only say with my co-works and 1 hour a day because I don't want to uh, disturbs the team. And but I always think if they wanna help, you want to help, and they're always proposing a help. And I think it's more flexibility because we can only press a button and talk to person. And in the past, we can move to another room. It's more difficult. For example, currently, I can make a meeting with 10 people in 5 seconds. Hi guys, I want to be a meeting. Come up. It, in the past, I wanted to invite you in your table. I think it's more in my profession. It's easier.
Yeah. And maybe it's like Vanessa said, it's just a different challenge to work with more flexibility, but you also have to manage all the people in different locations. Sometimes people are not available to answer in that moment. So I feel like it's better, more comfortable. Like you said, you can use your own time and space. That is also something good, because a lot of times, a lot of conversations are not so productive. You start talking about a task, for example, but next thing you know, you are discussing how's the wife, how's the family. So I think our culture, our work culture involves a lot of small talk, So maybe with the remote mode, you can focus on the task instead of talking a lot of other subjects. So we are close to the end, but we have some minutes, and I'd like us to answer the final question, okay, number 10, because let's end with a polemic question. Let's see. Robert, can you read this one and answer, of course?
With some notable CEOs criticizing remote working models, is flexibility under attack? But it's I am an old guy, but my mind is very younger. And remote jobs, it's the future. You can break this moment. Of course, some jobs you need to let to your office. You need formal clothes. In my job, it's not necessary. Flavio don't need, Wallace don't need, maybe Vanessa. It's the future. And when you have in your company this example of CEOs, you need to change your job. Of course, if you can, but because the company it's important, of course, but your life with your friends, your family, and your how can I say, colega de trabalho, what, I don't know.
Workmates.
It's much more important. If you finish your job, okay, no problem.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
it.
with you.
Uh,
Thank you so much, Robert. And you, Wallace, how do you see it?
Is very funny because in the last years, they CEOs says the remotely jobs save expenses, save money. Today, no, get off, get off. There is no productivity. So I don't understand that.
Yeah. Do you think remote work can like be finished, can end because of these speeches?
No. There is very professional with they work is not that is market. I think is market.
Just a little threat, right? Yeah.
I was looking for the phrase that Wallace said because when I will answer, I prepare me. Opportunity make a thief.
A thief. What
A
is
oportunidade faz o ladrão, né?
okay.
Opportunity
Yeah.
make a thief.
So they needed the remote work in the past, and now they don't need it like so much anymore, and they are changing their minds. Yeah, it's so interesting.
Because I like how Wallace said, I like it to get a remote job because I want to get less programmers in Brazil, and the companies will have more worth in us. And I don't, and this is the reason that I want to be remote work and gain my money in dollars, obvious, but it's the only reason too. And how in our area the developers don't want to be hybrid. I think the companies will change your mind. I want a companies that don't have change your mind and don't can contract the software developers.
Agree.
If you take like a quick look at the job openings, if you have like remote opportunities, you have more than 200 candidates. But if you have like in person, you have to go to the place and work. Sometimes you have like 50. It's a huge difference, right? So people are having the chance to choose, and they are choosing. Yeah. And you, Vanessa, just to finish with your opinion.
I think the other people, there's different thinkings, and I totally accord with Robert. I think this depends on the job. I think this great opportunity to optimize these professional areas in general, but some people scored to this and this point include to the microgerenciamento, né? Some CEOs or managers or tops think this you have this embaixo dos olhos, né? This professional need stay there, stay in located, stay in cameras, beside cameras, and it depends of the vision. I think that we need to open our mind at this point, but depend. I don't have a money, I don't have negócio, one company. I don't have a powers of decision this. Only choose my job is preferred, né? I think this. Cada escolhe, né? Se adapta enquanto tiver demanda, oferta e quando tiver gente precisando.
Yeah, that's how the labor market works, and we have to adapt and try to find our place there. Yeah.
Yes, this is important to able adapt. We need to adapt.
Yeah, keyword for sure. So guys, thank you so much for your time. I hope you had a nice conversation, okay? And have a good day. Take care. See you next
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, guys.
Bye-bye.